How's everybody doing? You guys are watching Helgen Tech, and today I'm going to go over the Google Pixel 5 in 2022. Now, this is one of those phones that was kind of weird from Google. Google went from flagships to mid-range. I know it came out during the COVID era, and it was kind of weird. People were confused. They changed the build to a recycled aluminum build. They still kept the fingerprint sensor in the back. They kept a 90 hertz on it. They just took face unlock off and a couple of things. It was very weird. So it was very controversial when it came out, but it didn't stop it from being a very capable phone. So in this video that I'm making, I'm going to go over 5 reasons why you should be able to buy a Pixel 5 in 2022, or why you should buy a Pixel 5 in 2022. It's still a fantastic device that I think people should give a chance to. And I know there's a Pixel 6 and 6a variants out there that are actually very affordable, but I think this has specific needs that might make someone want this phone over the other ones. Now, reason number 1 I should think people should get this is very obvious, is because of the Pixel camera. Now, all Pixel phones from the 2nd to the 3rd to the 4th, 5th, 6th run a very similar camera layout. I know video recording has been up in a little bit and made better, and they're just very similar layouts with fantastic point and shoot cameras. So the main camera on this, it's a 12.2 megapixel. You also get a 16 megapixel ultra wide in there, and the video recording, which got better than the previous year, is 4K and 30 and 60 frames per second. You're also capable of 1080p with 30, 60, 120, and even 240 frames per second. The selfie camera was only at 8 megapixel, which wasn't the greatest, and it was capable of 1080p by 30 frames per second. So it's got one of the best point and shoot cameras that you can get, and it's still very capable. Just because it's a Pixel 5 doesn't mean you're gonna lag in the camera compartment. It still has the amazing Google processing, and this is the first reason. Now, my second reason was the battery life on this thing. Now, it doesn't have the biggest battery in the world. It's a 4080 milliamp hour battery, which is a non-removable. It's not a 5000, it's nothing humongous, but it gets the job done. So I have this app over here called AccuBattery. I can drop the link down below. Here it shows that 72%, but if I scroll all the way down, it's going to show me my average is on screen on time, and I'm getting an average of 7 hours and 28 minutes of screen on time, which is very, very good. It's not a power hungry phone, so you're going to get really good battery life on this thing, and it's also capable of wireless charging, which is very cool. The fast charging is 18 watts, wireless charging is 12 watts, and it's also capable of reverse charging for 5 watts. So you can see it does charge your phone. So I think it's got solid charging. Could be a little bit faster, but with an aluminum frame, you don't really expect this thing to have wireless charging on it, and it just one of those things that's going to get you by your whole day. And I think people should really pick this up if they want a smartphone that gets by the whole day. Battery life in this thing, in my opinion, it's fantastic, and you won't regret it. Let's move on. Now, the third reason I think you guys should give this phone a try is because it's got a very nice display. Yes, it's a very tiny phone. How can you get a good display out of this? Well, yes, I get what you're saying. It's not really the brightest, but with smooth display, you can get 60 hertz or you can get 90. No, it's not 120 or anything like that, but the Pixel 6a has 60. So this could be something that you choose instead. You can turn this on to boosted, and then you pair that with dark theme, and you make your Pixel 5 display look phenomenal. I'm just saying the Pixel 6a has 60 hertz, which shouldn't be a deal breaker, but if it is for you, 90 hertz is the way to go if there's no 120 in there like the Google Pixel 6s have. So it's a nice phone. Like I said, you may have some issues on the exterior being a little bit bright, and you might have some issues seeing in the outside Florida light, but it's not that big of a deal. I think the display should be also a very good buying point. Now, my reason number 4 for getting this phone is the size. I think the size of the phone is a huge buying point. I didn't know how many people like small phones until I went to tech Twitter and all that stuff, and people really like small phones. Here's the LG V60 next to the Pixel 5. It's huge, and this is a little bit, pretty much a 6-inch phone versus this humongous LG V60 over here. And for one-hand use, it's fantastic. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes using my LG V60 with one hand and trying to scroll down notifications and stuff, it's awful just because it's huge. And you get the fingerprint sensor on the back, which is paired with a very small phone, and you're able to scroll down. Watch this. Oh, let me unlock it real quick. You scroll down. Watch this. Oh, it's not working. And there we go. And you bring your notifications down. So, small phone. Again, if you got extra tiny hands, that's useful for. But it's a very compact phone that I think size is a huge buying point for people, and maybe consider it. Now, the fifth reason about this is the price. You're able to go online and get a Pixel 5 for really cheap. I recommend refurbished. There's a lot of certified refurbished people out there, but you can find one for $269 right now, $349. That's open box pretty much, $254. And if you want to save a lot more money than even getting a Pixel 6a, I mean, here's one for $175. Again, condition plays a huge role, but buying from a certified seller, just make sure the seller has really good ratings. Like YB Wireless right here is a fantastic seller. The main reason out of all the reasons is reason number 5, and it's the price. I think price paired with size could be a huge impact on why people should get this phone in 2022. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That's all I have for today. Hugging out.